This is our yoga flow. We're going to do a restorative yin type flow. We're going to hold the pose. It's not quite as long as a yin pose or a yin sequence, but we're going to hold the pose and be more in a restorative state. So we're going to want a bolster or a pillow if you don't have a bolster, a set of blocks, and then a strap for class today. We're going to get started in a comfortable seated position. If you'd like to open up your hips a little more, I invite you to place a block underneath your hips. And just finding a comfortable seat. You can sit crisscross applesauce. You can extend the legs out forward. Whatever is comfortable for your practice today. We're going to raise our right hand. We're going to bring our right thumb over our right nostril. Your ring finger and your your middle finger and your index finger are going to come toward your third eye and allowing your ring finger to come toward your left nostril. Now we're going to close our left nostril and breathe in through the right nostril for 3, 2, and 1. Now seal your right nostril, opening your left. Exhale for 3. Inhale through the left for 3, 2, and 1. Seal the left nostril, opening the right. Exhale for 3, 2, and 1. Continue in through the right for 4, 3, 2. Seal the right, open the left. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Repeat in through the left. 4. Seal the left, open the right. Exhale for 4. Once more on each side, in through 5. Hold at the top, seal the right, open the left. Exhale for 5. Inhale through 5 on the left. Hold at the top, open the right nostril, close the left. Exhale for 5. Place your right palm by your side. You bring your palms facing up to receive energy. Palms facing down to conserve the energy that you currently have. Continuing here with your breath, big inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Continuing here. And if you're just joining us, welcome. Come and find a comfortable seat on your bottom. Option to place a block underneath your hips to allow the front side of your hips to open a little bit more. We'll use a set of blocks, a strap, and a bolster or a pillow today for a restorative type flow. We'll incorporate some yin poses, but we're not quite going to hold them for as long as a traditional yin sequence. One more big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Invite the breath in, breathing in through your nose, filling all the way to the top. Once you get there, now seal your lips, breathing in and out through your nose, creating heat within your body using only your breath. On your inhales, noticing your rib cage expanding in all dimensions, top to bottom, front to back, side to side. Lengthening through the crown of your head with each inhale. Hold that length, relax the shoulders away from your ears as you exhale through the nose. 2 more breaths just like that, in and out through your nose. Once more. Gently flutter your eyes open, wiggle your fingers. Draw your chin towards your chest. gazing down towards the floor. Inhale, lift your gaze. Continue to draw the nape of your neck towards your spine. Slow yes nods. Once more, chin to chest. Inhale, gaze up, look up. Shoulders remain stacked directly over your hips. Inhale, come back to center. Rotate over your right shoulder, gazing over the right side. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, look over the left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. One more time in each direction, slow, no nods. Inhale, come back to center. Draw the chin towards your chest. Now rotate your right ear towards your right shoulder. Nape of your neck towards your spine, slow circle. Continuing to the left side, left ear, left shoulder. Chin to chest. We're going to repeat that. We're going to reverse the direction starting to the left side. Chin to chest. Rotate your left ear towards your left cheek. Continue towards the back, nape of your neck towards your spine. Over to the right side, right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to grab that strap and place it between your palms. Place a strap in your hands. Now, the wider the strap, the more ability you have to open and close. The closer your hands are, the more stretching and sensation you're going to feel. I'm going to start with it a little bit wider than my shoulders. Go ahead and tap your knees. Inhale, lift your palms forward. Continue to lift your palms overhead. Stay here if that feels comfortable in your shoulders. If you want, you can draw your arms further back. Exhale, lower that strap back down in front of your body. Tap your knees. You can widen or lessen that strap. I'm going to widen mine so I can increase the stretch towards the back. Inhale, lift your arms forward. Continue to raise if that feels comfortable for you. Stop at any point. Arms overhead, or continue to draw those arms back. Opening up the chest, squeezing your shoulder blades. Maybe you tap your hands behind you or that strap beneath your lower spine. Exhale, slowly drawing your arms back in front. We're going to repeat that one more time. Feel free to increase or decrease the distance between your hands. Inhale, arms overhead. Pausing at any time, find that stretch. Maybe continuing to draw the arms further back. Lengthening your collarbone. On the exhale, release that strap back in front. And gently release it down. Place that strap in front of you. We're going to use it again, so don't place it too far. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms. Lift your gaze. Gentle back bend. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale, arms overhead, gaze a center, shoulders stacked over the hips. Exhale, bend the elbows, lift your gaze. Shoulders down and back. Inhale, reach. Two more just like that. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the gaze, spread your fingers wide. Come back to center. Once more, exhale, bend and lift. Control the movement. Keep the cactus arms, bring your gaze back to center. So with the elbows bent, gently bring your palms behind the nape of your neck, behind your ears. Inhale for a deeper back bend. Gaze up, look up. Exhale, round your spine, bringing your elbows towards one another. Seated cat and cow. Inhale, lift your chest. Tiny back bend. Maybe get a little bit deeper each time you come into your seated, my goodness, seated cow. Exhale, round your spine, seated cat. 2 more just like this. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbows towards one another. Inhale, come back to center, elbows are wide, shoulders over your hips. Reach your arms overhead. Big lengthen. Exhale, release your right hand by your right hip on the floor, on a block, or on a bolster. Gentle side bend to the right. Left bicep hugs your left ear. Inhale, both arms come back to center. Exhale, release your left hand by your left hip on the floor, block, bolster, or even rest it on your hip. Gentle side bend to the left. You can get as deep or stay as gentle as you would like. Inhale, both arms come back to center. We're going to add on. Exhale, side bend to the right. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus your left arm. Spread your fingers wide, elbow down and back. Inhale, reach left bicep towards your ear once again. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, come back to center, both arms overhead. Exhale, release your left hand by your left side, gentle side bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus your right arm, elbow down and back. Inhale, reach. Hold it for the exhale. Inhale, back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release your hands gently onto your knees. We're going to draw some circles with our torso. Does not matter which direction you start. We're going to do a few times in one direction, slow and steady. And then a few in the opposite direction. Give me one more full rotation here. Once you finish that rotation, go ahead and flip it in reverse. Opposite direction. We're warming up our spine all directions this morning. One more in this direction. Once you finish that rotation, gently come back to center. We're going to grab that strap again, and our right hand, reach that strap overhead. Allow the strap to fall behind your back. Now with your left hand, bring your palm facing up and out. I'm going to turn around so you all can see. We're going to do eagle arms with the strap. If you don't need a strap, you can always grab palm to palm. So my left hand, I'm going to bend my elbow, bringing my palm facing out, and I'm going to grab that strap with my left hand. Now you can walk your fingers closer in together, bending your top elbow to get a little bit deeper into that stretch. Maybe your fingers touch. Lengthen your chest, lengthening your spine, sitting up nice and tall. Decreasing the distance between your palms to increase the intensity. Increasing the distance between your palms to lessen that sensation. Three more full rounds of breath here. Allowing your rib cage to expand in all dimensions. Exhale through your nose. 2 more just like that. On your next inhale, gently release that strap. This time we're going to grab that strap in our left hand, reaching that palm overhead. We're going to take our right hand, bend your elbow, bringing your palm facing out and along your spine. Grabbing a hold of that rope, or strap rather, at the opposite end. You can bend that left elbow. You can walk your right hand up, and taking notice how this side may feel compared to the side that you just did. I know I am significantly less flexible on this side. And using any of the props to help support your pose. Maybe trying to increase or decrease the distance between your palms. Backing off at any time. Lengthening through the crown of your head with each inhale. Continuing to hold that length as you exhale out through your nose. Wherever you are, we're going to repeat 3 more rounds of breath here. Two more. One more just like that. Gently release your hands from the strap. Ooh. Definitely feel it more on my right shoulder. All right, set the strap off to the side. We're going to find the supported fish pose, one of my favorite postures in yoga, and using our blocks, and I'll give you an option to use that bolster as well. So the higher your blocks, the more of a opening stretch you're going to feel in the front side of your body. I'll recommend using the lowest setting of your blocks. We're going to make a T-like position. So this block that's in that lower T, you want to be along your spine. And the other block is just to support the nape of your neck. I'll give you an option to get a little bit deeper as well. So setting those blocks up, and you can always adjust them at any time. We're going to lean back on that block. So that lower part of the T, again, just along your spine. Once you lay back and get nice and cozy, you can find that placement of that block. You can create it higher, lower, or for a deeper sensation opening the front side of your body, remove that block entirely, allowing your head to fall towards the mat. You can always add any of the props back in. If you'd like to use a bolster, you can place it underneath your knees. Arms resting by your side. Or you can bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. This is not the playlist I chose. Holding here, supported fish pose. Big breath in, big breath out. Still breathing in and out through your nose. Creating heat within your body. Using only your breath. Incorporating that bolster under your knees or under your heels to elevate your lower limbs. increasing or decreasing the height of those blocks, adjusting it for your intensity. We're opening the front side of our body, allowing the collarbone to extend long, opening your chest. So often throughout the day, even without realizing it, we often round our spine, whether we're driving, walking, or even just sitting. This resets our spine, keeping everything in alignment. One more round of breath here. Gently prop your left forearm down, releasing your right hand, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. Now we're going to use all the props, blocks, and bolster, setting the block that you had underneath your neck, if you had one, to the highest setting, and then placing the block that was in that lower T portion on the lowest setting, still in that T-like formation, a few inches away from one another. We're going to place that bolster or pillow on top. We're going to scoot our lower back towards the bottom of that bolster and gently recline back, bringing the soles of your feet together as we draw our heels closer in towards our hips. Knees fall open, reclined bound angle. If you have spare blocks or pillows, you can also place them underneath your knees for additional support. Or you can allow your knees to gently fall open, deepening the sensation along the front side of your hips. Bringing the heels closer in toward your midline to deepen the stretch, or maybe walking your feet further towards the bottom of your mat to decrease that sensation. We're opening the front side of our hips while remaining in a supported reclined position, still allowing the front side of your chest to remain open. Noticing your belly rise on your inhales. Belly falls on your exhales. Bringing your knees towards one another, knees to the sky, feet plant to the floor. Toe heel your feet wider than your hips, maybe to mat's distance. With your arms by your side, palms facing down for support, or palms facing up for a core challenge. We're going to allow the knees to fall over to the left, windshield wiper legs. Neither knee has to touch the floor. Inhale through center. Now allowing the knees to fall over to the right side. Once again, neither knee is required to touch the floor. Inhale through center. Once more in each direction. Exhale, knees fall to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, knees fall to the right. Inhale through center. With your feet still wider than your hips, allow your knees to fall towards the midline. Maybe your knees and your thighs touch. Maybe they just come close. Reclined, fallen bridge. Inhale, draw your knees to the sky. Release your right forearm down. Release your left palm down, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat. We're just going to set those props off to the side. So if you use that bolster and those blocks, just gently bring them away from the mat. Coming back to your seat, lower to your left forearm, lower to your right forearm. Gently releasing all the way down. Grab that strap that I promised we would use again. Walk your heels close in toward your glutes, knees to the sky. We're going to start on the left side. Draw your left knee in toward your chest. Bring that strap around the arch of your left foot. And now stay here and draw that left knee out and away from your rib cage. Now extend that left foot to the sky. Bringing that left foot directly over your left hip. For a hamstring stretch, you can add some movement to your left toes, maybe circling out your ankle, pointing and flexing your foot. For a deeper stretch, and including your right hip flexor, you can extend that right leg long. Whether your right leg is bent or straight, grabbing the strap in your left hand, allow your left leg to open out to the left side. Now, your left leg can be at hip height, it can be higher, or it can be lower. Whatever is comfortable for you today. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to transfer that strap now into our right hand, and we're going to allow the left leg to fall over to the right side. I'm going to really modify this position, but feel free to allow that left leg to pull all the way over to the right side, so much that your left hip lifts entirely off of your mat. Feeling that stretch along the outer left leg. Head, neck, and shoulders stay grounded into your mat. Inhale, come back to center, bringing the strap around both hands. Still with your left foot to the sky, release your left foot to the inside of that strap, and now releasing your left leg. Plant your left foot on the floor, and now bend your right knee, bringing your right knee out and away from your rib cage. Inhale, lengthen your right foot to the sky directly over your hip. You can always keep a micro bend in that right knee or straighten it for a deeper stretch. Begin to add movement to your right foot, point flex, circle out the ankle, wiggle the toes. You tried it on the other side, you can extend that left leg long for a left hip flex stretcher. Holding the strap in your right hand, allow your right leg to fall over to the right side. Taking notice how this side feels compared to the left side that you just did. Inhale, come back to center. Transfer that strap to your left hand. And again, I'm going to modify this, so feel free to get a little bit deeper. Allow that right leg to fall over to the left side. You can keep it further up over your midline or bring it all the way towards the floor, even so much that your right hip lifts off of the floor. Both shoulders, head, neck, and spine remains glued to the floor. Inhale, come back to center. Bend your right knee, release that strap, release your right foot. Keeping your left leg long, right knee bent. Bring the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left leg for reclined tree. Without knowing it, release any tension that you're holding in your glutes, in your left calf, in your right knee. Notice the opening sensation that you feel once you release your body into the mat. Inhale, lengthen your right leg to meet the left. And now gently sliding your left leg to the inside of your right calf, knee, or thigh for reclined tree on the left side. Maybe bringing a gentle gaze behind your eyes or even closing your eyes. Scanning your body for what feels tight and letting it go. Maybe your shoulders, your glutes, the inside of your left thigh. Extend your left leg to meet the right. And now bending both of your knees, walking your heels closer in towards your glutes. Pressing your right forearm down. Pressing your left palm down, gently coming up to a comfortable seat. We're going to find a supported deer pose. So, having a seat, we're going to place that right knee forward. And we're going to draw that left knee back. You'll want to use your blocks here. Grab my second block. Now both knees are at 90. That right knee can be slightly over to the right. That left knee can be directly up from your left hip. Maybe further up, maybe further back. Whatever is comfortable for you today. And sitting up nice and tall, you can place your hands on either side of your hips, on the floor, or on blocks. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release your right hand under your left. We're going to find eagle arms. You can draw opposite hand to opposite shoulder, or you can grab opposite hands. Inhale, lift your elbows to open the chest. Continue to gaze forward. 2 rounds of breath here. Gently release your bind. Bring your hands back to the floor or to blocks. 2 rounds of breath here. And gently setting your props off to the side. We're going to repeat that on the other side. I'm going to turn so I don't have my legs facing the opposite direction. You will have your left leg forward, knee bent, right knee out from your right hip, also bent. Once you get nice and cozy, you can plant your hands on blocks or on the floor. lengthening through the crown of your head. You can adjust your feet or your knees at any time. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, release your left arm under the right for eagle arms. You can begin by grabbing opposite elbows or opposite hands. As you hold here in eagle arms, whether you're grasping your hands or your opposite shoulders, lift your elbows to the sky. Feel the deepening stretch between your shoulders. Continue to allow your shoulders to relax down and away from your ears. 2 more rounds of breath here, in and out through your nose. Gently release your spine, plant your hands back to blocks or the floor. 2 rounds of breath here. Gently set your blocks off to the side. Extend your legs out long, or you can have your knees bent. We're going to lower to one forearm. Of course, you can always do a core challenge and lower down without your hands. Coming all the way down. Walk your heels close in towards your glutes. Grabbing a block in your hand, squeeze your glutes to lift your hips. And now place that block on the lowest setting underneath your sacrum, allowing your hips to open. And just breathing here, supported bridge. Keeping the right knee bent, extend your left leg long to the opposite end of your mat. Digging your heel into the floor, toes to the sky as you flex your foot. Noticing the stretch in your left hip flexor. Arms can rest by your side, on your hips. You can even cactus your arms. Holding the left leg long, extend your right leg to meet the left. Now digging both heels in towards the floor, flexing your toes to the sky, feeling the stretch on both hip flexors, opening as both legs are extended, hips on the block. Continue to find length in your right leg, flexing your toes. Bend your left knee, planting your left heel close in towards your glutes. Now isolating the right hip flexor as you hold the leg straight. Gently bend your right knee, plant your right foot to meet the left. And now bringing the soles of your feet up towards the sky for supported legs up the wall. Flex your toes. Imagine you're stamping the sole of your feet to the ceiling above you. Sacrum pressing actively into the floor. Stay here, begin to reach your fingers towards your toes and adding some movement. Pointing, flexing, circling out your wrists, your ankles. On your next breath, gently lowering one or both feet at the same time towards the floor. Pressing the sole of the feet into the floor, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, and release that block off to the side. Extend your arms and legs long, full body stretch. Limbs in opposite direction as you create a tiny arch in your lower back. Continue to hold this length. Walk your feet over to the right side of your mat. Feet can remain on or off. Lift your right leg as you cross it over your left ankle. Inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, drawing your upper limbs over to the right side. Right hand grabs your left wrist for a gentle pull over to the left side. Supine crescent moon. Both shoulders and hips remain grounded into the mat. Noticing the stretch along the left side body as you create a banana shape towards the right. Holding here and breathing a few more times with your breath on the right side. One more big breath in. Full exhale. Inhale, release your right leg to the outside of the left. Walk your feet back to center. Release the bind of your hands and shimmy your upper body back towards the middle of your mat. Full body stretch, reaching long. Imagine someone's pulling all of your limbs in opposite directions. Resetting your spine. On your next inhale, walk your feet over to the left side. Lifting your left leg, crossing your left heel over the right ankle. Inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders, drawing them over to the left side. This time, left hand grabs right wrist as you gently pull your body over to the left side. Continuing to ground both shoulders and hips in towards your mat. Supine crescent moon to the left side. Noticing the stretching sensation all along the right side body. Two more rounds of breath here. Then release your left leg to the outside of your right. Walk your feet back to center. Release the bind of your hands and draw your head, neck, and shoulders back to center. Inhale, lengthen your fingers overhead. Stretch your toes to the opposite end of your mat. Continue to reach your arms overhead. Bend your elbows, grabbing opposite hand to opposite elbow for a supine ragdoll. Bending both of your knees, bringing the soles of your feet together. Drawing your heels closer in towards your hips or keeping them further away. Ragdoll arms, bound angle pose, using the floor as a splint, and just breathing. Allowing the front side of your body to release. Your lower limbs still. Release the bind of your hands, stretch your fingers out long. And now bend your elbows, switching which hand is on top. This is not the position that you initially went to, so it may feel a little different. That's okay. Noticing your rib cage expanding as you take big sips of air in. Belly falls on your exhale. Now reach your arms long overhead, extend your legs out long. Full body stretch one last time, creating a tiny arch in your lower back. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And now coming into your final resting pose for Shavasana. You can use any of the props If supported fish pose resonates with you, feel free to place those blocks like so to allow the front side of your body to open. You can also place a block underneath your heels, elevating your lower body a little bit more. If you'd like, you can also place a bolster underneath your lower back or even underneath your knees. Arms are welcome to rest by your side, or maybe allowing to bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart. There is no right or wrong way to come into your Shavasana. Scanning your body and letting go of any tension, releasing it into your mat. Relaxing your forehead and the space between your eyebrows. Relaxing your jaw. Relaxing your shoulders away from your chest. Resuming normal breathing. Continuing to allow your belly to rise. Rib cage expands. And belly falls. Gently begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggling your toes. If you use any props, gently set them off to the side. We're going to make our way back onto our mats, onto our mat without the use of any props. Draw your knees into your chest. You have a block close by, place a block between your knees. Reach your arms long overhead and gently rolling to your favorite side. Using your bottom arm as a pillow, coming into fetal position. Block between your knees gently elevates your hips, keeping your knees and your hips in line. Use the block, gently release that block, set it off to the side. Boxing out your top hand, gently press yourself up, coming to a comfortable seat of your choice. Always an option to place a block or a bolster under your hips for more support. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. I invite you to bow as we bring our thumb towards our third eye in prayer. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you. The light, love, and yogi in me honors, cherishes, and respects the light, love, and yogi in each and every one of you. I wish you all a wonderful weekend ahead. Namaste.